Welcome back to Half A Hot Rods. Today we're working on Wyatt's K5 Blazer. It's got a TBI 350 and recently it started running rough on him. So him and one of his buddies put some spark plugs in it and that seemed to help for a little while, and then we ran into it still wasn't running quite right. So Dad come out and took a look at it with him, and one of the reasons I have him driving something like this is because it's cool and it's fun, but it's still pretty simple. So the first thing we started looking at when it was running rough was spark plug wires. And you can see where that one's sitting. That's against the exhaust manifold, which gets hot. So it kind of melted that spark plug wire. Now, it could have been that way before, could have been that way from them doing plugs, but electricity is like water. It takes the easiest route. So once that is cracked like that and it's laying near this manifold, it's going to try and travel to ground, which this manifold provides. And it's going to arc there instead of in the cylinder where we want it to make the fire, to make all the horses' powers. So we're going to put some spark plug wires on it. We're going to pull the cap and rotor off and look at them. We got a new one just in case, because probably it needs it. We put in a new PCV valve. He's already done that. Just redoing some stuff. When he put his chrome air cleaner on it, I wasn't around and he didn't know any different, but you got to make sure that anything that comes out of the engine, this guy goes in the hole in the other valve cover. That's what he's working on now, is changing the rubber grommet for it. And that was left open. That's not an uncommon rookie mistake, but anything like that's going to potentially suck dirt into the engine. So we got a new grommet. We got all the little hoses and vents and stuff figured out where they go, even on his chrome air cleaner. So we'll be able to get that put back together and made right. So for now, we're going to pull some spark plug wires off, change them out, pull the distributor cap off, which is all the way at the back of the engine right there. And we're going to look at the inside of that and the rotor, and if they're worn at all, we're going to replace them. And we'll go from there, and hopefully that'll take care of his misfire. We can get on to the next issue. So I would take the cap off, and then
I'm not going to pull those out yet.
Look at the inside of that.
How does the cap come off?
Just remember the screws I showed you on that other engine? Phillips, and you got to make sure you got plenty of down pressure so you can break them loose.
See, this is one of those moments where one of those engine creepers. I looked them up online, they're like $200. But I mean, for what it is, pretty nice. Trying to think of the best side that I could stand on.
There's no easy way.
Yeah, I've been finding that out. Oh, goodness.
Try not to break anything that's plastic.
Right down here. Frame rail.
Spent 15 minutes putting the camera over there, just, you know, so you could sit in front of it.
But it's a small Phillips head.
Make sure the point on your screwdriver is good too, because if it's boogered up, then you might have issues.
Yeah, can you give me a really small screwdriver?
Yeah, I thought I recognized that one.
It's literally the same size. Same exact screwdriver that I just had. I guess we're gonna give the old JV try. And click. That's ice cream. Hey,
What are you doing in there?
No.
Dad showed me how to do this once on my 75.
Ouch. That same motor?
No.
Wait, was the 75 the gray one?
Well, eventually. Started out on leave it yellow and white.
Oh boy. Why is there so many wires in here? It can't just be simple. Oh boy. I'm falling. And my leg's cramping. Oh no, ski. Okay. Yep. Yeah, you son of a gun.
You done yet?
Nope. I was trying to get this hook up and I had the great idea to use my teeth.
Yeah, there's a lot of metal in that.
Yeah. It's like eating sand.
Only more metallic.
Yeah. Gotta have a good amount of iron in your diet. Aren't you supposed to disconnect the battery before doing stuff like this?
Probably. Oh, there's a cracked vacuum line. See that?
This?
Yeah.
Well, jinky skew.
Yeah. Probably should remedy that while we're in here.
No, yeah. Oh. Well, now it's out of the way.
Yeah. You
So-
really wrecked that, didn't you? Probably
Hey,
just
man.
get a new one.
I'm sure
Go ahead
you
and pull the
got
coil
one.
wire off too.
What's coil wire?
The one that's connected to the coil. That little short one that goes from the middle out to that other thing that's
Should I
not
pull
the
it off
distributor
here
thing?
or
No,
that?
pull it off the distributor or off the coil.
That's the coil.
Yeah.
Zap.
Okay.
That looks a little corrosion.
I'll just turn it over so you can look inside it.
Boom.
How's it look?
It's actually not bad at all.
No.
No, like maybe a little bit. Yeah, you got a tiny bit on each little piece, but it's not as bad as the one we pulled off that motor.
Yeah, I mean,
I may as well replace it because I bought a new one, but
or you could return that new one because honestly,
it's like, what have you
what
done?
was that?
I don't know, and I don't think I heard it hit the ground.
I don't think that's.
It's really not bad. I can take a screwdriver and clean that up a little bit, but
Yeah, I mean, scratch them up a little and improve the
does
connection.
this piece just pull right off? That's my distributor rotor, right?
Yeah, should pull straight up. Just pull just the white part.
Yeah. In there.
There's no screw in it, right?
And they're like
Oh,
swimmers.
it's looks like it's been arcing all over the place though.
If I touch that, is it going to shock me?
I don't know.
Don't do that.
No, it's not going to shock you. Is it running?
No, but hey, you've seen some of the janky stuff that this Blazer's got going to it.
Yeah, pull it off there.
It's in there like swimwear.
That's weird.
It's really on there, man.
Here, hold that. Holy crap. That seems like it could be a problem.
What?
That should just pop right off there.
Should. You ought to get you a...
It should just slide right off.
Did that other one just slide right off?
Yeah.
Should. That thing's burnt up, man.
Yeah, that one's smoked. Usually you replace the cap and rotor together.
Trying without hitting any buttons.
No, I guess we're about to tear it up.
Tear what up?
That rotor.
I wonder how many nasty things I'm getting in my luscious locks from rubbing my head on this liner.
It's just asbestos, it's fine.
Gonna get gonorrhea.
Probably not.
Yeah. How's that hood latch feel right in your gut?
It's not right in my gut. My gut doesn't hang that low. Why won't you come off there? I mean, honestly, I've never had a rotor do that.
Oh.
That's great. What the
Heck.
flowers?
That's no bueno, scene.
Well, that rotor's smoked. And if it wasn't before, it sure is now.
I think you owe me a new motor.
I don't know you nothing.
I'm sure a 4BT Cummins will make up for it. This thing would scoot with a Cummins in it.
Probably there was an issue with this last time, and that's why this didn't get changed, and part of why we have a misfire now. Because somebody took the easy way out. They're like, oh, it won't come off. We'll just leave it. Let the next poor sap deal with it.
Sounds like I worked on it.
I mean, I have never had a rotor do this. At least everything inside the distributor isn't delicate. Controlling everything that's important about this engine.
I feel like that's sarcasm.
It is. I really don't want to pry against that.
No.
Is it just me or does it look like, is that rust?
That looks like rust. That's rust. Is there any way that bolts from the motor and we could just get a good new one of those? Yeah.
Yeah.
How much would it be?
$100, $150.
Good Lord.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with the distributor. I don't know. We may get that loose and it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we do mess something up,
Yeah,
getting
we can
this
get a replacement
rotor
for it, but
bye-bye. It's gone now. Aaron Hernandez.
never see that again. So I would grab some sandy paper and we'll clean that up just a little, blow it out so that the new one slides on and off there easy.
Just a little probe there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just the part that the rotor rides
Here,
on.
I'll give you sandy paper.
So I would just kind of run that like this around it.
Just kind of swoosh around on there. Zip, zip, zap. Hopefully I don't tear my shorts. I like these shorts.
Yeah, that's my biggest concern. Those shorts.
Oh, that's ice cream, bud. Remember that little ice cream place in Kingsburg?
No.
It like changed owners like 50 times. It was a burger joint, then it was a pretty good ice cream place.
Make sure you're getting it clean all the way to the base, because you see that metal down inside the distributor cap, or the rotor?
Yeah.
It's obviously it's transferring electricity, right? So we want it to be as clean as possible.
Oh, I don't think that is.
You may have to do 2 hands, like I told you.
I can't get 2 hands in there.
Why?
I'm big boned.
Bones don't jiggle.
Sometimes. Get in there. Die, you. My nose is running.
Better catch it.
Oh, wow.
Take this piece of vacuum line and see if I've got a replacement piece.
I think she's clean, buddy.
You're the one that's got to drive it.
Or down with the bases. Hey, what'd you do with that distributor rotor? This it? This is a new one?
Well, is it in 3 pieces?
Could be.
Well, it's probably the new one.
Is there any specific way this goes? This is the way the old one
It
came.
only goes one way, because there's a notch in there.
I'd like to test that theory. With enough brute force and try.
Look at the inside of it. See the groove?
That groove?
Yeah.
That metal one?
The plastic goes inside that metal
Yeah.
groove on the top of the distributor.
Yeah, so it needs to go like this. Come on, man. It's like it's too, you know?
Did you get it for the right year? It shouldn't matter. All these TDI motors should be the same. Did you get some? Did you fold that over and run it down through that groove?
No.
Yeah, let's do that.
Crusty and dusty. Uh-huh. Better. This is kind of a tedious process. Swing. Feng shui. Come on. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Try this on the other end of where that hose went.
Down the motor.
Just wherever the other end was, I didn't see it.
Oh, hey. Come on back.
Too small, or?
Told you it wasn't in there, Chesney. Oh, she's snug.
Okay, I still need it back. I just need to know whether it fits or not.
Snug as a bug. Oh yeah, she's. Hey, yep.
Because we need to trim it down.
On a different note, this still isn't going on.
I'm gonna hold on to that T.
Got something going on. Was that your head? Is there anything else you can think I can do to try and get this distributor rotor on here? Because it's like
Compared to
the piece I need to compare it to is down all the way in the boonies, and I don't know where it is.
Find it.
I'm just gonna reach your hand down there. Will you look on the ground?
I don't see it on the ground.
Of course.
Well, this looks like
I don't know.
there's nothing connected to this other side of this one either.
What?
This other vacuum line, this port had just a piece of hose around it. Is there another vacuum line back there that's just hanging out, not connected to anything?
Where would it have been connected at?
Well, it's hard to say. What's that by your left hand, right above the light?
This?
Yeah.
Just random chunk of hose.
Okay. Well, let's take that out of there.
See, now that we found all this stuff, now it's going to start going wrong.
Yeah.
It was happy where it was.
Yeah, real happy. That's why it was misfire and left you on the side of the road.
Yeah. Ooh, that's... What is that? Yucky.
Oil leak. I mean, if that one absolutely won't go on there, you need to know why. So you need to compare the two. And I'm going to see if I can figure out where this other vacuum line went to. Does your cruise control work?
Nope.
As expected. That's probably where that other one went to, is cruise control. So that one's cracked and busted.
Not that I'll use it if I have it. But...
Sure be cool if you could, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Then I could drive up to Colorado and take it up Pikes Peak.
I'm not sure cruise control is what's preventing that from happening. Oh yeah, you can see the difference.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying now?
Yeah, you can look at them and see the difference. What year did you tell them?
I said 89 K5 Blazer. It has the 5.7 TBI 350.
Yeah, that one's visibly smaller. And I almost wonder if the one that was jammed on there
Was also too
was
small.
also too small, and the last guy just jammed it on there.
Little
So,
persuasion with a Tanya Harding.
yeah. So we've got Tucker's engines, old one and new one here, and the old one, it was pretty worn. That's the one we popped off just to make sure it came off loose. And then this one is the replacement, which is also used, but looks like somebody's done plugs and wires on it recently. So we're gonna pull that cap off. If it looks new, we'll use it on Wyatt's, and then he will buy a new one, and we'll put it on this one. And that saves us a trip to town. It doesn't look that warm. It's up to you. You want to save a trip to town and get it done, or you want to go into town and get a new one?
I'll go into town and get a new one.
Are we going to do distributor cap on it?
If you don't think it needs it, I'll take it back, because the distributor cap's like $20.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, there's some wear on it. I would just do it.
Since we have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you should be able to tell by the feel of the screw whether it's hitting that hole or not.
I feel like this one just grabbed.
Did you get it to start?
Nope.
Are you sure it's even in the hole?
No. This one is, I think.
So it started?
Probably not. This one on this side started.
Okay.
This one's getting tight, but that one's not even doing anything.
We're probably going to take the other one loose so we can get this one started.
Right, this one's not completely undone, but it's loose to the point where you can pick up a little bit on it.
This is the right cap. I hope it is. Felt like it's set down on there, right? What that is. Doesn't seem like it should be run there. You're gonna have to take that one completely off so we can see what's going on here. This shouldn't be this hard. Does it look like there's a hole there?
Yeah. There's 2 sets of holes.
Is it marked up like I'm hitting the wrong spot? Is it all scratched up from the screw trying to go in?
Looks like it.
Okay, where is it at in relation to where it should be?
A little bit towards the center of the whole thing.
But it's lined up with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try it again. We'll try this side first. As soon as we get it to bite, we'll switch to the other side.
Hold on.
Or does that feel like it's not? Where it should be. It feels like it should be right there. Well, I guess all I had to do was turn the camera off. I took the other cap out, the new one, compared it to the old one, measured them, they measured the same. Set it back down in there, screwed both screws in on the first try. I don't know. So, we're going to reroute some wires and hook up the vacuum lines that we saw that were disconnected, and hopefully we'll be done with this job. Alright, the wires have all been tied up pretty good, away from the manifolds, away from hot stuff. Tied up a couple electrical wires I saw that were dangling where they didn't need to be. Yeah, I think we've got everything buttoned back up. Vacuum lines that were cracked before that we saw, we fixed. So, moment of truth. Let's see if this beast will start. Well, it's running again. Doesn't sound like it's got a bad miss. It had a pretty good stumble before off idle, so I think we got that taken care of. Now, like Wyatt said, we got to start investigating a coolant leak. Might be a radiator, but that's one problem down. As far as tools and budget for this project went, cap, rotor, wires, he put a PCV valve in it. I want to say that's about it. A couple of vacuum lines. I had some vacuum hose laying around, but he was right at $100 for everything he bought. We didn't do plugs this time because, like I said, him and his buddy just did them. Tools for the cap and rotor and wires, a couple screwdrivers. He went and bought some of these wire loom deals to help hold it in place. They're not the highest dollar ones, but they will work. Zip ties will work in a pinch. So, yeah, about $100. Really should have taken an hour or two. We fought with that distributor cap for way longer than we should have, and I've never had to pry a rotor off with a pry bar before, so that added some time. But, yeah, not too much money. Fixed the car, didn't pay diagnosis to another mechanic, and we're back on the road again. Till next time, thanks for watching. Hey, if you like what we're doing, struggling our way through figuring things out, give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification button, keep coming back for more. We're going to keep doing these videos. Remember, if we can do it, you can do it.